Hello again. Hi. On previous videos, I've talked about what is art, controversy surrounding that a little bit. I've also talked about genre, literary, school, those kind of things. Today, as an independent writer, I want to discuss the hardest thing for independent writers, and that's actually sitting down and writing the damn thing. And why is that so hard for an independent writer? No peer groups, no deadlines, life gets in the way, you suck at making schedules, there's always an excuse, there's a million other things that you probably should be doing rather than sitting there wasting time for God knows how long writing something you don't think is ever going to get published anyway. And those things are what stop you, not just life, but that self-doubt. I'm just not good enough. I can't write, this sucks. Why am I even attempting this? Those kind of self-doubts are inherent in every writer. It's pretty much the core symptom of writer's block. Core cause, I should probably say better. So how do we get over this? As writers without a peer group to encourage us, without a deadline to give us consequences for not doing it when we're supposed to, how do we get up and go and actually sit down and overcome these automatic brain things that rely on reality, tell us no, bad idea, don't do this, you've got other shit to do. So how do you get past this? One good way to get past this is morale, and morale is probably the key, most important thing of just getting past it, because self-doubt is really what hinders you from doing it. So how to bring up your morale? Well, one way to bring up your morale, and I think is not as good as the other one, but it's still vitally important and something to definitely hold to, is write what you like to read. Don't write what you don't like to read. A romance novelist should never write a literary novel. I mean, they could, they just probably won't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. So write what you like. Write what you like to read, especially. Because there's a reason you like that stuff. There's a reason why you want to write, and it's probably because of all the crap you read, and it's all this stuff that you really, really like. So write that. Not only do you know the subject matter, which is extremely important, especially for a writer just getting started. I mean, research is extremely daunting. And if you have absolutely no idea what your subject is really about, you're going to have to do a lot of research to get it done right. And you're just going to stop yourself from even getting started. So write what you know. Write what you're comfortable with. Write what you like to read. And once you've figured out, which I'm sure doesn't take very long, to figure out what it is that you like to read, read as much of it as humanly possible. And I'm serious, consume it. Read, grab every book you can, or download every book you can, whatever. Just read. Read. Because the more you read, the better your writing will be. You will see different ways of doing stuff. You'll start picking up on cues. Now, you can get your favorite author, and that one's probably going to be the one that's going to help you the most, because with your favorite author, something about their writing resonates with you specifically. That's why they're your favorites. Everything they do you like. Why do you like it so much? Well, whatever the reasons are, you're going to want to write like them. That's why they're your favorites. So read more of them. And if you can, take notes on what about the way they do it you like, and how they do it. What about the way they build a scene captivates you specifically, and how can you imitate? And let me reiterate, imitate, not copy. You don't want to copy verbatim anything. What you want to do is use your favorite authors to inspire you to write like them. With time, your own voice will come out, so you don't have to worry about that. Just, this is what you like. This is what works. So write like that. Now, if you're like me and you can't take notes while reading a book because you get sucked in just way too quickly, then just keep it in the back of your mind. You'll pick up the cues, especially the more you read. Just read a lot. And I mean read a lot on the subject. Because the more you know, the more comfortable you're going to feel writing it. And that's one of the big humps. You have to feel comfortable writing the subject matter. If you're not comfortable writing the subject matter, you're never going to get off the ground. You have to want to write it. You have to feel that you can write it, that you know what you're doing. So, the more you read about it, the more you know, the easier you can bullshit. And that's what writing is, really. So, first hump of the morale hurdle, read what you like. Write what you like to read. And read a lot of it. Take your notes, one way or another, whatever your methods are, and feel confident and knowing that this subject matter you're going to write, whether it's romance novels or historical fiction or fantasy, you know what other fantasy writers are doing. You know what your favorite fantasy writer does to make it work. So, use that new knowledge and write your own stuff.